return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with us and us with him. The most important occasion I want to celebrate the birth of the final Imam to humanity, the final life of humanity, the awaited, the guided and guiding, the inheritor of the Prophet, where justice will be brought by his emergence. How can we celebrate his birth? I would like you to focus with me, and we all think together, because it's very important to understand. Firstly, to understand how should we wait for the Imam, in what state, what we should be doing. We need to actually understand the title of the Imam alayhi salam, the purpose of the Imam alayhi salam, and Abdul Sharif. Imam Al-Mahdi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he was appointed as the guardian over the final message to humanity, and the evidence that that message can be put to practice, and the Imam's concern is to make sure justice and equality and the law of Allah is obeyed. And everyone on this planet, do not cheat another person. Do not backbite another person. Don't create mischief where another human being is safe from the practice of Islam. Another human being is safe from my actions and my statements. Do you know what the problem that we face globally? We think it's an impossibility to obey Allah. As soon as we believe this, we fail. As soon as there's in my mind, I'm incapable of doing what's required from me, and the only way I can leave this world is if Ahl al-Bayt will intercede, I fail. You know why? Because we weren't the first to actually begin to believe in such a way. What do the Christians believe? The human being is created with sin. And the only way for sin to be forgiven is for God to send His only begotten Son and be crucified. And by His crucifixion, our sins can be forgiven. That's their belief. The reality, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us. And we have the ability within us if we want to change, and we choose to change. If we want to change and we choose to change. The first thing that you need to come and become capable of doing it is being honest, being sincere when you call unto Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Read the du'as, read the supplications of the prophets, read the supplication of every Imam, learn how they communicated. Be sincere unto the call of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says, I'm near, I answer the call of those that call unto me. What we need to realize, we need to be sincere in wanting to change. We need to be sincere that we want to do what's right. But do you know where the big con is? Compounding noise. We think we know when we don't really know. We need to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to unveil from our ability to reason to see the truth. If we continue to do the sin, it means the vow is there. When we pray to Allah, Ya Allah, send me someone to help me, I try and obtain help so I can stop these sins, that's when the vows start to come off. And I want to teach you something. You know, we all believe that when the Imam returns, who will return as well? Isa alayhi salam. Isn't the return of Isa governed with the most narrations that he will return as well? I want to ask you something, and I want you to think about what the question I'm going to put forward. Is it really we're in need of the physical return of Imam Al-Mahdi and Isa alayhi salam? Is it the physical return? The Imam Al-Mahdi is present. Many people will be surprised. He advised them, but they did not take the advice because their ego is too high. The Imam could have sat with someone and gave him advice, but humanity is incapable of taking advice. Because they can't reason, the ego is too high. Their titles are so high. The Imam is present physically. And that's why Allah, He's living on earth as we live. And He has the challenges and greater challenges. But He knows Allah with certainty. He believes in the day of judgment with certainty, no doubt. Sayyid Abu Qasim al-Khoury rahmatullah alayhi, he stated infallibility is the ability to know the outcome of your action. They know. When they do an action, they know the outcome of it. So they don't get fooled to doing an action that would disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But you know our problem? Going back, the biggest con of this time, the world. It's like we're waiting. We can sit at home, go and do our night prayer, but we don't make a change within our action. We justify our wrong. We justify our wrong. We justify the wrongs because we think the other person is either not from our school of thought, we think the other person is not from our religion, or we think the other person. So we justify to ourselves that we lie. We justify ourselves to cheat. We justify to ourselves to do wrong. Many things we justify. And we're conned with that. We go home and sleep on the pillow, feeling comfortable, I know what I'm doing. But why am I such a distance? Why is the Ummah at such a distance? I want you to ask yourself a question tonight. If you don't know if you are a soldier of the Imam, then you're in trouble. If you don't know that you're a soldier of the Imam, you're in trouble. If I'm not aware and to realize how to be a soldier of the Imam, what actions I need to do, I am in trouble. At least I need to be striving, realizing how to be a soldier with the Imam. And it's simple, the representation of good, mandating good and forbidding evil, with my actions, not with my statements. With my actions, not with my statements. That's when the Ummah will begin to wake. I need to reevaluate the information I have stored in my mind. I need to reevaluate it with critical thinking to eliminate any falsehood that's there. A revolution has to begin in my mind to change myself. What's the expectation? If I'm doing wrong and my son does wrong, I should not blame you. It needs to start with me. And every one of us should be responsible to begin that change. And you're capable of doing that. Don't think it's an impossibility. Realize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will support you and will protect you. Do good. With your supplication and your dua to Allah with sincerity, give sadaqah. Help those that are in need. If you don't have something financially, reach out. It doesn't have to be. You might visit somebody that's a non-Muslim, impact on their life. Do you know how some of the Muslims are becoming Christians? Somebody visiting them in the hospital, well, no Muslim is visiting them. Supporting them when they're in need, well, no one else is supporting them. It's advice to us to do that. Let us do sadaqah. Let us wake up in the morning, and when we pray our morning prayer, with a question, what good am I going to do today? Not to think what I'm going to earn today, what am I going to give today? What am I going to share with others today? Who am I going to outreach to today? Where shall I find those that are in need? Not them coming to me, but I go to them. That's the people of Abna Rasulullah wa Abna Ahl al-Bayt. They are the true followers. Not we become a burden. Do you know the problem? We migrate. Many people become in society a burden. A burden on financially, a burden socially, a burden in every way. Is this Islam? Is this the Imam? Look, they will, our neighbors, on the day of judgment, you need to be concerned about that. They might stand and question us. We weren't good representative of this religion. We kept them away from this religion. I need to begin to change. And that change begins within us. Allah didn't create us to enter compound ignorance. Because the other issue that we have is we think we know when we don't. And we justify things and we continue to live life. And the third, procrastination. Tomorrow, let me have it's like a person wants to go on diet. I'll have this piece of cake today and tomorrow I'll begin. And the day tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. One person, he came because he was owed money. So the person that owed him money says, come tomorrow. When he came the next day, he asked him, he said to him, is it tomorrow? Today is today. Tomorrow has not come. What was he trying to say? Tomorrow will never come. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. If you want to take action, action should be taken today. And please, brothers and sisters, it only takes sincerity in a dua, where your tears flow. Sincerity with your dua. Sadaqah, outreach to people with help. Understand where we're going wrong, and you know what will happen? Change will begin. And you know what you will start realizing? To witness the Imam that the Shaykh stated, none of us can claim we've seen. But do you know what we realize? You can feel His presence. When you begin to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know what you'll begin to feel? The presence of good is greater than evil. Then you will become content. And when your heart becomes content, that good overrides evil, and only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is prolonging the time for the mercy of those that might awake. What's the use of awakening? The Imam emerges power and you surrender why? Because the masses surrender. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to obey Him sincerely. And it begins inside the heart. So your first dua with sincerity should be, Oh Allah, by all your prophets, by your appointed Imams, cleanse this heart from the love of this world. Cleanse this heart from the love of this world. Oh Allah, cure my mind from the disease. Help me so I can unveil my reasoning that was veiled with sin. Oh Allah, protect me from being deceived and deceiving. Oh Allah, unite me with those that love. Oh Allah, help me to become guided and guided. And if my future is filled with hardship and difficulty, only by your mercy I will succeed. And oh Allah, you know my future. If I'm going to divert, Allah is all-knowing, if I'm going to divert from this path, you're always forgive me my sins. Except from me, the trust, responsibility on others and responsibility on myself. Oh Allah, except forgive me my sins. accept the trust and protect me with my grave and let it be my sanctuary from disobeying you with a blink of an eye. Do that dua with sincerity and begin the path. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open the right doors and we can become an ummah guided and guiding, and not an ummah that is lost, not an ummah that is a burden on others. Let's conclude with salah.